Should you apply Minoxidil to fill in your patchy beard like I did? Or should you wait out that genetic clock and hope for the best? There's a lot of things to consider, lads, so let's get into it. So before I kick it off, I'm not a doctor. Everything I say in this video will be personal opinion and nothing more. Please consult a doctor before you do anything drastic. Thank you, guys. So first we have to understand why beards grow in the first place. You might be asking, Kaz, why do they? Why are some men able to grow beards and some men, likely you, are not able to grow beards? Well, men that are naturally able to grow beards, they are sensitive to dihydrotestosterone, or DHT, which is a male hormone most responsible for our beard growth that is converted from testosterone. You've heard of that one, haven't you? But there's two things that enter into the equation. You have to be sensitive to that DHT, but you also have to have the physical follicles on your mask to support that growth. And a lot of guys are either shy on one of those. In my case, I have the follicles, clearly, but my whole family history, no one has a beard. It's likely that there's a lot of people in my family that are able to grow beards, but because they're not sensitive to DHT, those follicles will never get activated unless they apply Minoxidil. So what Minoxidil does for a lot of men is it brings blood flow and nutrients to the dormant follicles so you can ascend your beard from that, translucent vellus beard that you might have to a proper terminal beard if you have the follicles. So first you want to assess your age and potential. So if you are under 18, out of the equation, guys, I would even recommend, if possible, wait till 19, 20 years old, because a lot of men in that 18 to 20 age range, you do start to grow a beard. You might, by the age of 20, you might go, oh, okay, I actually do like my beard the way it is, and then you don't have to go through the struggle of putting Minoxidil on your face, because it sucks, guys. Like, it's not fun. Anyone that tells you that applying Minoxidil is fun, there's a lot of side effects, guys. It is not an easy journey to do. So let's say that you're 18 to 20 years old. What you want to do is look into the next 5 to 10 years. And the best way to look into the future like that is to look at your father, look at your uncle, look at your great-grandfather, your grandfather, I don't know why I skipped grandfather, and ask them all. Well, first off, assess if they have a beard. That would be one that you would be willing to have. If they have a proper beard, ask them around what time they were able to develop that beard. Right? If your father says that, your father has a nice beard and he says that around the age of 21 or 22 it started coming in very thick, then you have no reason to apply Minoxidil. I'm not going to, dictate your behavior in the end, but if I was in that situation, I would probably not apply Minoxidil. I would just wait it out, right? But in my situation, I looked at my family and no one has a beard, guys. Right? We are a family of mustaches, actually. No one can really grow a beard. And what's really happening here is my family is just not sensitive to DHT. It's very clear. My cousin has a beard, but he's an offspring of my uncle who's not related to me, and the only reason he's able to grow that beard is because he has a beard, right? So I assessed the zero potential that I will probably be able to grow a beard, and if I'm able to, it's going to be, I'm going to have to be very old. I'm going to have to wait a very long time. So I think if you're in a similar situation to me, perhaps think about it. It might be something that you might be willing to go for. And of course, you have to think, why do you want it? Like, why is it so important to you? Right? And that's something I'm still trying to think to myself. Obviously, I'm super happy I have it. It's really changed my life in a lot of ways. But think to yourself, why do you want a beard? And the reason you kind of have to answer that question for yourself is, well, it's a journey of suffering, guys. It really is. I urge you to look into the side effects of Minoxidil. Actually, I'll put it up on the screen right now. I'll put up all the side effects of Minoxidil. And as you're looking through some of these, you're probably thinking to yourself, oh yeah, okay. Like for example, heart palpitations. They can be pretty bad. I didn't get any myself. I had generally a pretty good journey myself. I didn't have anything too bad. But a lot of people suffer greatly just to grow a beard, guys. Another one is dark circles underneath the eyes, guys. Alpha Destiny, Alex from Alpha Destiny, he used Minoxidil, I don't know, a couple years ago. And to this day, guys, you see remnants of these, dark circles underneath his eyes, and it's like, and he did not even get the best results in the world. So, but he's happy with his decision to use it. But he said himself, he has said himself, Minoxidil destroyed his skin because it destroys collagen production, guys. Right? So, and that kind of goes into the next point. You have to do it properly, right? You have to derma roll. You have to apply beard oil. You have to keep your face moisturized with, a proper, lotion. And you have to learn how to do all of that stuff, all of those preventative measures in a synchronistic manner, right? You have to orchestrate it all together so it's not just a hodgepodge of preventative measures. You have to know when in the morning to apply it, when to apply moisturizer, and what's going to work for you, whether to buy liquid or foam. There's a lot of things you have to research, guys. So do that research first. A great place to go is the Minoxidil Beard Spot, or the Minox Beard Spot FAQ session. I'll link it down below, and that basically gives you a whole rundown. Also join our group, Beards, Barbells, and Banner. Hopefully we can help you out there as well. If you have any specific questions, the Minox Beard Spot does that quite well as well. But understand that I'm not someone that's going to make it all like peaches and roses, guys. It's not peaches and roses. It's a risk. It really, really is. And a bigger risk for some people than others. For me, it wasn't that much of a risk. But I've seen what it has done to other people. And it can be pretty debilitating. And, it's hard sometimes to go into work when you have dry flakes, coming on, just like literally peeling off your face. You have dry flakes everywhere here. And, of course, you have a short stubble at the time, and everyone can see it. Right? Or, your eyes are swollen. Do your freaking research first, guys. And I didn't mean to make this, a passionately angry rant, but it's something that I wish I had done more. I was lucky. And I was lucky both in my results and my reactivity to the drug. But there's a chance that my lack of research and precautions could have put me in a very bad place. My skin could have been ruined for the rest of my life. So in conclusion, lads, I just kind of want you guys to be logical and rational when you go into your journey. So, are you assessing your potential? If it's 0, or if it's 3 out of 50, or if it's 3 out of 50, then maybe that might not be optimal. And hey, why not go for it? I'm not going to shame you for that, because then I'd be shaming myself, who only had a chin strap, when I started, right? But the biggest question is, would you be able to tell people that you're applying Minoxidil? Oh boy, that's the big one. Because they are going to find out. They will expose you, and you will have a whole lot of explaining to do. And that's either in the results that you will probably have, or in the fact that, you're doing some shady stuff and sometimes your face smells weird. There's a lot of things that are very clearly point to the fact that you're doing something that you haven't been doing. Right? And I think one of the biggest aspects of this is don't keep it to yourself. Because it's not something you need to hoard to yourself. Because I know something was going in my mind. I was like, oh man, I'm growing a nice beard on Minoxidil. And by the end of this journey, people are going to think I'm like this genetic elite. Like when people ask me, how did you grow this beard? Oh, naturally, man, naturally. But that's not the case. It's a lie. That's a flat out lie, guys. So then I decided to start being open about it, right? It's a natural beard now, but it was activated. I wouldn't have been able to grow it otherwise. So tell other young men about it, because a lot of younger men want to know this kind of stuff. Yeah, you don't have to keep it for yourself, lads. So if you found this video aggressive, helpful and valuable, please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.